Most coaches price for their time, but the real magic happens is when you price for proximity. And in this video, I want to share with you one pricing shift that could completely change your coaching business, help you hold new income levels and get your clients incredible results. And when all three of these are dialed in, man, everything shifts. Now, the first missing piece is trust. Now, usually this is because your audience doesn't really know you too well yet. Maybe they might need to see a little bit more proof. Maybe they need to experience your process a little bit more. But without trust, people are usually not willing to invest at a premium level. Now, this is what we call your client signal, your ability to be able to speak clearly into your dream clients' lives and help them get to their dream outcome. Now, when your client signal is clear, people lean in. But when it's unclear, usually people scroll past. Now, the second missing piece is clarity. And this is usually because your offer isn't clear enough yet. When a high intent person reads what it is that you do and what your offer is, you want them to at least understand on a logical level how you can help them. Now, the third missing piece is conviction, that you don't truly believe your offer is worth what you're charging. And if you don't, your clients won't either, because obviously conviction is contagious. So I want to share with you a 3-part pricing strategy that addresses all of these, because when you have trust, clarity, and conviction, your pricing becomes even more compelling. So let's jump into number one. Number one is to stop pricing for volume and start pricing for alignment. Now, let me explain what I mean by that, because it's a common misconception that in order to scale, you need to sell low ticket, which on the surface, it sounds logical. But if we were to actually run the maths on it, to make $30K a month selling a $200 offer, you need 150 sales every single month. And to get 150 sales, usually you need a big audience or at least tens of thousands of followers, a big ad budget, and a content machine running all the way. Now, even if you get there, usually managing hundreds of people, they're paid very little, but usually expecting quite a lot. Now, you can definitely scale using low ticket and it can definitely work, but the truth is a much better way and quicker way and much more high profit way in order to do it. Now, generally people are not just paying for information, but they're paying for proximity to you and the transformation that you can provide. Proximity doesn't scale through volume, it scales through value. Your pricing should reflect the transformation you create and the unique transformation that only you can deliver. And this is where alignment comes in. And your alignment engine is when you get clear on these 3 things: your person, your process, and your conviction. The unique person that you serve, the unique process as to how you solve their problems, and the unique convictions of your personal lived experiences that only you have lived. And when you're clear on these 3 things, you create a unique transformation. So you're no longer pricing for volume, you're pricing proximity to you and the unique transformation that you provide. So you're no longer selling a service, you're truly selling a transformation. Now let's move on to the second part of the pricing strategy. Stop pricing for your time and start pricing for proximity. Here's what I mean by this, because oftentimes when you think about pricing, you think, well, how much is my time worth? And you optimize for time and you price accordingly. But the problem is you're still trading dollars for hours, and you're always gonna have 2 main constraints. It's gonna be your time and it's gonna be your energy. Because there's only a certain amount of hours during the week, so either you could just endlessly keep lifting your hourly rate, or you're gonna have to work continuously overtime or just completely pack your calendar. And you know your best clients aren't just buying your time, they're buying access to your thinking. Because some of the most valuable moments, like even for me, aren't really in the scheduled calls. They're also in between the scheduled calls, whether it's in Slack or WhatsApp when your client needs input with a big decision they're about to make, or maybe they need feedback on something. And that's the value of actually pricing proximity, because you're not just making money, you're creating a model where your value isn't capped by your calendar. And when your clients win, as it should be, everything keeps getting better. And so I can hear you right now, you might be saying, well, Rob, if I'm selling Slack and WhatsApp support as well, like, isn't that gonna eat into my time as well? Which brings me to the third part of the pricing strategy. The third part of the pricing strategy is to stop pricing only for acquisition and start pricing for retention. When you focus all your energy on signing new clients, you're constantly in selling mode. It's like that feast or famine or roller coaster of revenue cycle, where constantly you're feeling like, I just need to get a new client, or where is my next client coming from? But when you price for retention, everything changes. Your pricing should make it a no-brainer for your best clients to stay. Think about it this way. If you're selling a one-time program and let's say it's 12 weeks, whether someone pays in full or pays weekly, at the end of the 12 weeks, there's a finish line. And that's a new decision that your client needs to make, whether they want to continue working with you as to the next level of results or the next level of problems that they're experiencing and how you can help solve them, or whether they want to go elsewhere. And if they're a really good fit, you want to make sure you price for retention, because you can play long-term games with long-term people, as I love that Naval says. So one of the best things you can do is actually price for retention, because you build a monthly recurring revenue and you build something sustainable. Now you might be watching this and you might think to yourself, well, Rob, this sounds great, but what if I lift my prices or use these pricing strategies and nobody buys? And I want you to know, I hear you, and that's very real, but let me walk through those 3 missing pieces again, and let's go in granular detail about how we can work with them. Now, the first one is trust. So it might be that your audience doesn't know you well enough yet. Second is clarity. Your offer isn't clear or compelling enough. Or conviction, you don't believe your offer is worth its pricing yet. So let's go granular. If it's trust, build more proof, share case studies, show your process. This is what we call your client signal, the way you communicate that you understand their problems and can solve them. If it's clarity, refine your messaging. Make your offer so clear that when someone reads it, they think this is exactly what I need. And if it's conviction, build up case studies and even just do the inner work for yourself, because your clients will never believe in your offer more than you do. And this is where the alignment engine comes in, getting clear on your person, your process, and your conviction. You know, one of my favorite things is seeing people upgrade their relationship to their pricing. They're no longer chasing misaligned clients, but they're building a business that they truly love, and their clients can feel that too. I'll see you in the next video.